Hey, Marketing Ninjas, wanted to come and do another installment of mistakes that marketers make. I could write a novel about this. I'm enjoying this series. I hope you guys are. I hope you're getting some kind of value out of it, but it's fun to do either way. I talk to a lot of you guys on a regular basis, literally daily, and I keep hearing some of the same things over and over again, and you guys are getting it. You guys are starting to really turn the corner and see the light. And then I talk to people in other groups, and they are just not. So I hope that you guys are picking something up from me, from each other, from some of the trainings that you're getting. But here's one that I've been looking forward to doing. Mistakes that marketers make. They don't want to pay for tools. So let's run this through real quick with just an example. Let's say that you are going to offer social media management, okay? You got a client, and just for easy math, I understand some of you are going to say, my pricing is way off, it's way too high, or it's way too low, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm just using an example with some generic pricing that's easy to do in my head since I'm driving down the road. All right. You got a client, you're going to do social media management for them. They're going to pay you $500 a month, okay? And let's say you're doing it manually, so it's going to take you 12 to 15 hours a month to do the work. And so let's say it's 12, just to give you the benefit of the doubt. You're doing all this manually, and so when it comes back, you're getting paid, what, like $41 and some change, $42 an hour? And that's where everybody gets hung up. They say, yeah, I'm making $42 an hour, that's great. Okay, all right. Now let's pretend that same situation, but I have a tool that I'm paying $50 a month for. So now instead of my $42 an hour, if I back out, let's see, I'm making $29 an hour, right? And everybody goes, well, I'd rather take the $42 an hour. Maybe. The difference is it won't take me 12 hours a month anymore, 15 hours a month anymore. It won't take anywhere near that. Now it'll take 2 hours a month, maybe 3. So you're already making more per hour. But here's the kicker. You can also take on 3, 4, 5 clients. So instead of you making $29 an hour, if it took the same amount of time, which it won't, if you were going to take on 5 of those clients, you would be making 5 times that amount. So for a $50 investment, you could take on literally 5 times the amount of work and do it in the same amount of time. But people get hung up on the idea that they're going to save that $50 a month. And some tools are more expensive. Let's say it's an analytics tool and it's $150 a month. The idea that you are going to save $150 to $200, the idea that you're going to save that per month because you're going to, quote, make more money is simply a mistake. It is just not true. You will make more money per hour for one client possibly, but that isn't the goal, right? Like that, you're going to cap yourself out at the amount of time you have available pretty quickly. And so a lesson, a takeaway from that is to not exchange your time for money any more than you have to. Because if you ever do that, inherently you've just limited the amount of money you can take. We all get 24 hours in a day. And so if you're going to, the more you start putting the equation where you exchange your time for money, the more you have limited yourself to the amount of money that you can potentially make. And so there's 2 solutions to that. From a scalability standpoint, if you want to grow past that, there's only 2 solutions. One is hire more people, have more people involved. And 2 is to bring on tools which essentially replace people, okay? They'll do tasks that you can automate or at least streamline the processes of without having to hire more people. And the right answer eventually will be both. You'll end up eventually needing to do both. And that's okay. That's a great problem to have. That means you're pulling in a lot of work and you have to bring on more people and tools to get the work done. But the mindset that you are going to save a few bucks and do it manually is not the way to go. Get one client. This would be my recommendation for a potential solution. There's a lot of different ways to solve this, but get one client who is paying you enough to at least break even, hopefully profit a little bit, but to at least break even on the cost of the tools. Then go get 4 or 5 more clients, and all of that becomes profit. So you go from a situation where you're saving yourself $50 a month to where, don't think about how much money you can save by not investing in these tools. Think about how much additional revenue you can generate by having the tools. Okay? That's the right mindset to have. That's the way to scale, is to get, I literally pay thousands of dollars per month on tools alone. We also have a lot of money that we have to pay out in payroll, but that's okay. The idea behind it, though, is that the thousands of dollars that I spend on tools, software that we use, some of it that we've built, some of it that we have licenses for, we spend thousands of dollars a month on it. But it prevents me, let's say I'm spending $5,000 a month on software. It saves me from having to pay $15,000 to $20,000 a month in payroll. Because if I got rid of that software, I'd have to hire an army of people to do what that software is doing for me. So it's just a more efficient way of doing business. I hope that helps you. I hope it helps you at least start coming to the idea that your first client, for whatever service it is, I use the example of social media management. Get your first client where you have at least enough money to buy the tool that you can then use to scale for another 5 clients. And I promise you, you will thank me in the long run. I hope that helps. I hope you guys have a great day. If you've got any comments, some favorite tools or questions, drop them in the comments below. Love having these conversations with you guys, and I love it when we do some math whenever I get in private conversations, either phone calls or chats with some of y'all, and we're going through it, and we talk about some tools that might solve your problem, and you guys see the light and it clicks. It's that light bulb. I had this conversation yesterday with somebody, and they truly saw the light that the software that or solution they were looking at was $30 a month, and they were hesitant. I was like, really? For $1 a day, you don't want to save at least 1 hour a day? $1? You don't want to save an hour of your time? Come on now. When you put it in perspective like that, you really have to start asking yourself, what is my time worth? It's your most precious commodity, guys. Take names and kick ass today. We'll be back with more mistakes that marketers make at a later live. Thanks, guys.